All right, does everyone have You'll Be in My Heart out?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I want to start this, before we play this, I want to start by talking about how we're supposed to sit at the piano. So did someone volunteer to tell me what good posture is at the piano? Yes, Carmen.
You always say that your feet flat on the floor.
Yes, I like that everyone has their feet flat on the floor.
Straight back.
Straight back, so what does that mean if your back straight? Is your back going to be against the back of the chair? So you're going to probably scoot up. Good. Are you on the back of the seat, Destiny? Very good. Micah, can you tell me what your hand position should look like?
Well, you should have like a butterfly, and then with your two fingers should go on the seat, and then you should spread your fingers out.
Spread your fingers out. Good. And what do we want to pretend like we have under our hand?
A bubble.
Bubble. So what happens if we squeeze our hand too tight like this and try to play?
It's going to pop.
What happens if we flatten our fingers out like this and play?
It's going to fly away.
Good. So you have to have nice, curved, slightly curved fingers, right? You guys all have great hand position right now. Okay. Now what I want to do is review the introduction we've done, right? So you all have it written on the bottom of your page. So I want you to take your hands and put it up in the air, and I want to practice it by playing it in the air. And I want to hear you say your finger numbers while you do it, okay? You guys ready? I'm going to count to 4, and then I want to hear you saying the finger numbers and playing them. 1, 2, ready, go.
4, 2, 2, 2, 4, 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 1.
Very good. Now I have a trick question for you. So you've all written it down on the bottom of your page, right? And you have little lines there separating it into measures. Remember we used the word measures before? They're like the little boxes that separate the music. So which measure is the same as the first measure? Yes, Carmen?
The third measure.
Very good. So the third one and the first one are exactly the same. You're playing the same notes and you're playing the same fingers. So really, instead of 4 measures, you only have to learn 3, right?
Correct.
Okay, now let's talk about the notes and the chords we're playing in this, okay? So are we using the same chords we used before?
No way. Well, C we're using.
We're using C and G, right? Is there an F chord in it?
No.
Good. And then let's talk about our passing tones. What do we have for passing tones in this one?
D.
We already have a D. What else?
B.
B is a new one.
And E.
Good. So we have 3 of them. Okay? So we already talked about our chords, and we already know our finger numbers to use on the chords, right? So I'm going to erase this. But I want each one of you to come write the finger number underneath the key that you're going to use for the passing tone, okay? So Destiny, why don't you come up and write which finger you use for D? Very good. So she wrote finger 2. Okay. Can someone write what finger number you use for B? Yes, Carmen. Good. So that's also a finger 2. What hand do you do that one with? Good. And the last one, Micah, we're going to do E. Very good. All right. So we identified all the passing tones. We already know our chords, and we just went over the introduction. So let's try putting it all together. Okay? So what is the order? We do an introduction, then what do you do? The song. And what do you do after you finish the song? The introduction again. So we have the same ending as the beginning, right? All right, let's try it. Your fingers up on middle C. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, so everyone kept going. Someone might have gotten off at one point, but the other two kept going. Someone else got off at another part, and you kept going, right? That's really good. I want to do some duets on this. You guys think we can do some duets?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. How about, let's do a duet on the introduction. I want to hear just Micah and Destiny play the introduction. Okay, so we want to make it sound like one piano, right? Okay, 1, 2, ready, go. Pretty good. And make sure you're not what? What have we been talking about on this one?
Going too fast.
Going too fast, right? You don't want to be speeding, okay? You're not racing. Okay, Carmen, why don't you try it with Destiny now? 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. Okay, now let's do the first 4 lines of it. Or is it the whole thing's 4 lines, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's just do 2 lines, okay? Let's do 2 lines. I'm going to play the melody, and I want Micah to play me the harmony. Okay, so we're going to start right on "Cause You'll Be in My Heart." Okay, you ready? 1, 2, ready. Very good. I like how your fingers sound right together. Both your fingers are playing right at the same time, okay? Carmen, it's your turn. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. I like that you put the D there at the end when you didn't get it on the first measure, but you knew where to put it, right? Yours sounded nice together. And Destiny, let's do yours and we'll put it all together, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. You were watching your music that whole time, weren't you? You got all the chord changes. Let's do it again. Make sure you watch the music the whole time. We're going to do it all the way through, all together, okay? Yes, Carmen? We're going to do the introduction, and then we're going to do the song, and then we're going to do the ending, okay? You guys ready? 1, 2, ready, go. Let's try that introduction one more time. I think we can be a little bit more together, don't you think? Think so? Okay. So remember, we're trying to be like one piano, okay? 1, 2, ready, go.